Well, I've got yesterday's vlog rendering. I'm going to show you one of my collections. As you can guess, it's vinyl. I've got a whole thing of vinyl records right there I'm going to go through. This one is the Beatles. It's got Let It Be on one side, and You Know My Name, Look at My Number. Derek and the Dominoes. The Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, and Let's Go Away for a While. The next vinyl in my collection is the Beetlejuice, the soundtrack. And I can get it. I want to do it one-handed. I'm not going to show all of them, but you see it is a vinyl record, 12 inches. There's the back of it. It's got all the music from this movie. Music from the movie. Okay, my next one here is Eddie Money. It's got some great songs on it, like Two Tickets to Paradise. And that's a really good album, too. I'm throwing them on the bed. The Piano Man, Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel, The Stranger. It's got Only the Good Die Young. It's a good album. I like it. It came out in 1977. Next on the list is Chicago. When I was in high school, I played trumpet in the band, and we played a couple of their songs. 25 or 6 to 4. It's got on here. Hard to Say I'm Sorry. All of them good songs by them. I think this is 1975. Okay, the next one in my collection here doesn't have a dust jacket, which I really wished it did, but it doesn't. So I got this for like $1. It is Kiss, Dressed to Kill. Now I love Kiss. I love their music. This one was made in 1975. The next one in my collection is one that I have loved for years. The Doors. Now I love their music. I love everything about the Doors. I've got the Doors DVD movie. Well, the movie with Val Kilmer. This one was made probably 1968, 67. I don't know which one. But it's a really great album. As you can see, it's got the Doors on the back of it. Back to some 45s here. Sonny James, Glenn Campbell, Mary Clayton, John Barry and his orchestra. The Beatles. This has got 4 songs on it. Mr. Moonlight, Everybody Trying to Be My Baby, Honey Don't, and I'm a Loser. This is Faye Sue Sterling, Occupation Housewife, and After the Fall. Now some of these albums I haven't really listened to yet, and I've had them for a good long time. This is Marrying Maiden, It's a Beautiful Day. I can say I've never listened to this one, and there's no copyright date on here, so I can't tell you when it was made. I'm going to skip that one because that's another local one. My next one here is Tennessee Ernie Ford, and it's his gospel record. Copyright on here is not on here. I'm guessing probably sometime during the 60s. Well, 1962 it says here, so 1960. Yeah. Sometime after 1962. Another one of mine is Rare Bird. Now, I've listened to this album a few times. It's pretty good. And, let's see. There's a copyright on this one. I don't see any copyright on it. My next one is West, Bruce, and Lang. That's a pretty good album too. I don't know anybody in the band. I've never heard of the band. But this was made in 1973. John Lennon. John Lennon and Plastic Ono Band. It doesn't have a copyright on there, but I'm not going to take it out of the dust jacket because it'll take more time to look and see what the copyright on it is. Next one is Sophie Tucker. Now this one's a hoot. This is a comedy album. High fidelity. I'm guessing it was probably recorded sometime in the 50s, maybe in the 40s. My next one is a Latin Dance Party album. Now this one I'm going to take time to look at because of one reason. It doesn't say on there, but if you look at the songs, it's got Mambo Number 5 on here. And now you might remember that song from the early 90s, Mambo Number 5, done by Lou Bega. But it was also, I didn't realize it was a cover of a song that was recorded, judging by the look of the record, it looks like sometime in the 40s, maybe 50s. My next one is City to City by Jerry Rafferty. No, and Jerry Rafferty just passed away a few years ago. This one was made in 1978. Now I'm getting to some more Without a Dust Jacket. This is Neil Sedaka. Greatest Hits. Journey. A demo record for like had like for advertising. This one is for a radio station. Funny Girl, Gypsy, and Bells Are Ringing. These are soundtracks for musicals. My next one is a Christmas classic. Handel's Messiah. There's no date on this one, so I can't tell you when it was made. My next one is 1965 classic rock. It's got songs like Tambourine Man, For the Love of You, Midnight Hour, My Girl, Wooly Bully, Do You Believe in Magic? And just to name a few. This one was made in 1967, but it's this was made in 87. It's from music from the 1960s, made by Time Life. My next one here is Georgia Satellites. Keep your hands to yourself. Now this one's got a copyright date of 1986. So it's still not that old, but still. My next one is old Johnny Horton. Got Battle in New Orleans, Springtime in Alaska, North to Alaska, Johnny Reb. This is one, doesn't have the date on it, so I can't tell you when it was made. Okay, next one here on the list is Edgar Winter Group. It's got songs like Frankenstein. The back cover is a little torn on it. This one came out in 1972. Next one here is Roseanne Cash, 7-Year Ache. This is Johnny Cash's daughter. Shy Coltrane. This one came out in 1972. Greg Hoslop, Manhattan Date. This one came out, you don't say, well, 87. Shoot. Mozart Carl Baum. This is a symphony. Printed in Italy. Johnny Jenkins, Tun Tun Machete. And there is no copyright date on here, so I can't tell you when it was made. Next up is the Everly Brothers. A Date with the Everly Brothers. The Commodores. Greatest Hits. And it came out in 1974. It's got songs like Brick House, Three Times a Lady. Now these are 78s. Tommy Dorsey, Duke Ellington, Sammy Kaye, Frank Martin, Glenn Miller, Artie Shaw, Hillary Clinton, and Benny Goodman. Let me see if there's a copyright on here. There's no copyright on them. So I can't tell you when these were produced. Probably sometime in the 40s. That's a soundtrack from Hair, the musical, 1968. One song on here actually was written and performed by a guy who was from about 30 minutes from here. Next up is the Brian Unger Reinforcements. Okay, next up on the list here is Peter, Paul, and Mary. Now it's got Puff the Magic Dragon on here. No, I was wrong. This Land Is Your Land's on here. This one was produced in 1963. Next up is the Partridge Family. And this was made in '76, I think. Next up here is the Doobie Brothers. It's got China Grove on here. That's another great album, 1974. Electric Light Orchestra. Got Don't Bring Me Down on here. The date on this is 1979. Another music soundtrack, Godspell. And it was... There's no date on here, so I can't tell you. My next one here is Aerosmith. Their greatest hits. Dream On, Same Old Same, Song and Dance, Sweet Emotions, Walk This Way, Last Child. This one came out in 1980. The Killer, Jerry Lee Lewis, a promotional copy too. That came out in 1980. The Knack. '79. Fantasia. It's got Takata and Fugue, Nutcracker Suite, Social Apprentice, Dance of Hours, The Night in Bear Mountain, Ave Maria. Copyright on this is 1971. Ethel Merman, Call Me Madam. No copyright on that one either. Village People. It's got YMCA. A lot of great hits on this one. 1978. Top scoring hits. It's got Lady Marmalade. You'll Never Find. Santana, Evil Ways. Oh, it's got a lot of hits on here. AC/DC's Black Album. Of course, you should know what all it has on here. It has Highway to Hell, Back in Black, Shoot to Thrill. This one came out in 83. No, 80. Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic. Got Toys in the Attic, Uncle Salty, Sweet Emotion. This one came out in 1975. And we're down to the last one here. The last two. Johnny Mathis, Merry Christmas. This one probably came out in the 50s. And the last one here with no dust jacket is Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. Talk Dirty to Me and other hits. Okay, I'm going to show you my record player here in just a minute. I'm going to put these up and then show you the record player. Okay, YouTube, now that you've seen the vinyl collection, this is what I listen to it on, or will have listened to it on. Yeah, it's a little dark. It's an Electro brand record player. It's a 3-in-1. It's a radio, phonograph, and CD, but it also has an an input jack we can put in input things. And I've had this about 8 years maybe. That's how I listen to my vinyl. But recently it started doing something. It started kind of like a vibrating. It'll play fine for a while, then it will start like shaking and vibrating. The turntable will. So I'm probably on one. I got one on my wish list. I'm looking at. It's only $30, and what I plan on doing, I plan on taking this down, sitting this down, and just sitting it up there and playing it up there. I'll put a picture of it at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching.